Hey, how's everybody doing, huh? All right. I got some comedy dates coming up. JoeRogan.net/tour is the best place to go to see all of them. But we just added a few, and one of the big ones that we just added is in May in Dallas, Texas, at the Verizon Wireless Theater on May 12th. And that should be a fuckload of fun. That's actually in Grand Prairie, right outside of Dallas. JoeRogan.net/tour. The pre-sale is on right now. A lot of tickets are already gone, and its password is Showtime. If you go to the pre-sale, I don't make up the passwords. I don't know. I don't know who does it. It's not the worst password, right? Like there's been some weird ones. Like I forget what. There's a few that I passed on. I said you can't have that. You got to switch it. I forget what the password was, but it was something really douchey, like knockout or something. It was like gross. Shays Performing Arts Center. That's what it is in Buffalo, April 7th with Joey Diaz and Tony Hinchcliffe. Oh, and as for Dallas, I don't know who's doing Dallas with me. I'm going to ask Joey and a couple other people. It's going to be fun either way, bitches. And then March 3rd at the Ka Theater in Vegas at the MGM with Tony Hinchcliffe and Ian Edwards. Should be a grand old time. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by a new sponsor, Charlotte's Web Hemp Extract Oil. And the company, the website is cwhemp.com. And if you go there, they've got a tremendous amount of information about their hemp oil. One thing that's important is a lot of people get confused and they think that hemp is marijuana. Well, it's different because hemp has less than 0.03% of THC, which is the stuff that gets you high. So hemp is legal in 50 states. And you get amazing health benefits, but no psychoactive effects. So you can use it every day, at work, at home, at the gym. Helps a lot of people with anxiety, mild anxiety and stress. Supports recovery from workout inflammation, muscles, joints, and bones. You can bounce back stronger and faster. It's a neuroprotectant, and it's also an effective antioxidant. It's just very healthy stuff, and you can add it to your daily vitamin and supplement routine. It's made by the Stanley Brothers, and these guys have traveled the world searching out the best hemp genetics to develop their unique blend. It's made blend. Did I say blend? I did. The unique blend is what I meant to say. They make it from 100% non-GMO hemp from U.S. family farms, and they make their stuff with the whole hemp plant. So if you're looking for a premium cannabidiol, that's how you say it, product like that, the gold standard is whole plant extracts, and some companies just extract one compound. You don't get the full spectrum that way. So what they're doing with cwhemp.com is just creating the best possible hemp oil that they can make. They manufacture in an FDA-registered facility and third-party verified for good manufacturing practices. So go to cwhemp.com and you can save 10% off with the promo code JoeRogan17. We're also brought to you by ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter, which is an awesome online resource for hiring people. If you're looking to fill a job, you are probably already taxed. You're already low on resources. You don't have time to be hustling around and going to all these different job websites and putting up the job and then monitoring them. And with ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 200 plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. You can find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once, and you can watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. And they'll let you try it for free. That's how confident they are. Find out why ZipRecruiter has been used by Fortune 100 companies and thousands of small and medium-sized businesses. And again, you can try it for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan to try it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. Ho! The finish line. Here it is. We're also brought to you each and every day by Onnit.com. That's Onnit. Onnit is a total human optimization website, and it is probably the only sponsor that I could ever say that I use the products that Onnit creates every day. Whether I use the strength and conditioning equipment, the kettlebells, things like battle ropes or sandbags or all the different various functional strength tools, Indian clubs, club bells, maces. I love those things. I really love the clubs. And the clubs are one of the things I've been using on a regular basis is a movement called a shield cast with these steel clubs. Just awesome for shoulder strength. It's great for shoulder stability, and I really like the holding them out at distance, I think, is really good for archery, actually. And John Dudley, who is a good friend of mine, who's an archery coach, is a huge believer in those steel clubs. And as is Nick Curson, who's a strength and conditioning coach who trains a lot of boxers. He's the guy who we've talked about him. He's been on the podcast before, but he trains a lot of MMA fighters and kickboxers like Joe Schilling. And, he's worked with Diego Sanchez in the past, or excuse me, that was Marv Marinovich. That was his dad. He's worked with Rafael Dos Anjos, Fabricio Verdum, world-class world champion fighters. And he comes from the line of Marv Marinovich, who is really a legendary strength and conditioning coach, and he's one of his proteges. But he's a big believer in that steel club as well. Awkward movements, folks. Movements with things like awkward weights, like steel clubs. They can only weigh 25 pounds. You get this tremendous shoulder workout from them, whereas most people would just laugh at 25 pounds and go, that's so light. It's not in the form of a steel club, and when you're doing these movements, you develop this really excellent and actually usable shoulder strength. God damn, I talk a lot, you motherfuckers. Onnit.com is filled with all sorts of groovy shit. I should just put it that way. We have everything from cognitive enhancing supplements like Alpha Brain and New Mood to a wide variety of different kinds of protein powders. We have Hemp Force protein, which is some really fantastic, delicious stuff. If you prefer whey, we sell Dolce Diet Whey. My friend Mike Dolce has some awesome grass-fed whey protein. Just a full spectrum of stuff there. We also have the Onnit Academy. There's a section of the website Academy, which is filled with hundreds of awesome articles on exercise and diet and different workouts, articles on motivation and the importance of sleep. I mean, just a host of different articles on health and wellness and optimization, folks, which is what we're really all about. Getting you to function at your best. That's what I'm trying to do all the time. I try, I sometimes succeed, I sometimes fail, but I'm at it, bitches, all day. There's also an Onnit Academy in Austin, Texas, an amazing gym, which also features 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. Go to Onnit.com, use the code word Rogan, and save 10% off any and all supplements. Okay. My guest today is a former UFC bantamweight champion, one of the best fighters in mixed martial arts today, and a really fucking smart guy who is very introspective. We had a really interesting and very deep conversation today. I knew he's a really smart dude, and I knew we would get to some crazy places, and we really did. He's very forthcoming and very honest and very vulnerable and just a smart motherfucker, and I really enjoy his time. Please give it up for Dominic Cruz.
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
Bam. Yeah, Dominic Cruz is sitting here. Was looking at this thing called Green Belly Meal to Go. The guy who created this is like this long distance hiker. Like he does those. Like, do you know that trail? What is it called? The Appalachian Trail that goes from.
I know of it.
You know of it, yeah. What does it go from like Georgia to Maine or something crazy like that? And these people walk it. It takes like 6 months.
Yeah, I'm into stuff like that, but that's like a whole different part of your life. I feel like you get to when you do stuff like that. Like,
well, you got to have a real commitment because you're not doing anything but that for 6 months.
Yeah, it's a different lifestyle change. It's like a different time in your life. I feel when you do something like that.
Yeah, but like being a fighter, do you feel like you're pretty limited as to what you can do outside of fighting? As far as like you're always recovering from training, you're always involved in something related to either promotion or preparation.
Yeah, agreed. It's I mean, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. How many of these things have you done with
Done a
pro
lot.
athletes?
I've done a lot. Yeah.
You know that it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Because everybody's so good that if you don't invest every ounce